But I find myself, frankly, much more in accord with President Nixon's views, his objectives, his accomplishments, than I do with the articulated views of Mr. McGovern, Senator McGovern. Those views I find in many cases all too isolationist in character and also too radical in character. Resolution, who supported the actions of the Democratic presidents with respect to the war in Vietnam until such time as a Republican president came in. Now, there is hope for a negotiated peace in South Vietnam under the circumstances, but not, in my judgment, so long as the Democratic nominee, just a few months before the election, says that within 90 days after I'm inaugurated, I'll bring all the troops home and I'll bring home the prisoners of war, when obviously a president of the United States has no capacity, has no power to bring home prisoners of war in the hands of the North Vietnamese. It's an unfair statement. It's a statement that frankly sabotages the efforts of this administration and of the peace negotiators in Paris to try to bring the war to an end on a negotiated basis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here this afternoon to announce the formal organization of a political committee to be known as Democrats for Nixon. I am today announcing my decision to affiliate with the Republican Party and make any contribution I can to help it meet the needs and the aspirations of all Americans. I have no preconceived idea about what full utilization of my time is now. Obviously, I'm not being fully utilized in an advisory capacity. I have no operational responsibilities. I don't practice law. I don't do anything except I'm available for consultation when I'm asked to. Now, that's all I'm here for. That's all I was asked to do. And obviously, I have some time when I could be doing other things, but I'm catching up on my reading. I'm doing a lot of things that I've been here now approximately 6 weeks. As you well know, I'm in a position of an advisor. I think I've given about all the advice I have to give. It's going to be a departure, but you finally try to evaluate what is important, where the real values are. And as committed as I have been, as committed as I am to the Democratic Party and all that it stands for, the diversity of views within it, you finally come to a question of who can make the best president in the interest of the country, because the parties themselves are only an instrument for choosing the best for the country. And to me, that's quite clear this year.
Prove myself out. I might well be one. But I'm sure not committed to it. I'm going to wait until 76 or fall of 75 and see what it looks like. I'm not consumed with a burning ambition.
If they ask for a little advice, I might indeed have some to offer.
To be president, that I know. In any event, I'm prepared to wait till the fall of 75 and see whether or not a man that some will call a renegade can indeed be nominated. When I'm in the White House, you're going to have a senator up there who's going to have not only the key to the front door, but the back door.
I'm also a peanut farmer. But I want you to know that any similarity there is purely coincidental, and I'm not a candidate, for anything, I can assure you of that.
Connally continues to insist he is not running for anything. Although many Alabama Republicans would like to see him on the ticket, he said he did not discuss that in a closed-door meeting with GOP officials here. Connally says he plans many more appearances in coming weeks, both on behalf of the party and on behalf of President Ford. George Lewis, NBC News, Birmingham, Alabama.
We ought to try to end this nomination as quickly as we possibly can, and I think it should be ended as between the two men, it's quite clear now that the president is unmistakably the better choice, not only for the party, but for the country.
I've said repeatedly that I don't exclude any potential Republicans as my vice presidential running mate. I've indicated my long association and great respect for Governor Connally, But I think it's premature to make any comment because there are others, of course, that I will talk to, as I've talked to Governor Connally on this occasion.